What's up, guys? Coach Nate here from Fleet Feet here at Fleet Feet Nashville talking about massage guns. And I'm gonna be using this little nifty Therabody travel-sized one, which is great. I just got here on a plane. I may not want to take the full size with me, but I have a little bit of a smaller one, super portable. I charge it up and I can go. This is one of a few tools that I think all runners should consider using. Regular dynamic stretching and before runs and static stretching after are just really important piece of your routine. So is using a foam roller. You can get deeper and you can do like kind of pressure holds to get like muscle knots to unwind and release. Where this comes in handy in that like spectrum is one, just kind of ease of use. I may not have a foam roller with me. I may not want to roll around on the floor somewhere. I don't have access to it. I can sit literally and I can start working on a little massage as I go, just like this. We're going to use this for those bigger, beefier, fattier muscles, our quads, our calves, our glutes. You could get into some areas of like the low back. We wanna avoid areas that are bony and areas with any like big exposed veins. So we're kind of sticking with those big muscles because this thing is pretty aggressive and it's, you know, hitting and vibrating those muscles pretty good. What does this actually do? This vibration, it actually kind of helps bring blood flow to this area. And it's just another tool for when, you know, we have any type of muscle damage, little burrs and adhesions that start to form in those muscle fibers around those sheaths of fascia that wrap around those muscle fibers. They start to get stuck together. And that's literally when you start to feel a little clunky when you move, your knees get a little bit stiff. This just can help expedite your recovery by adding a little bit of blood flow, etc. in there, and you'll start to notice, hey, you know, maybe I feel a little bit better as I do this. Not a replacement for those other things, but a nice mix in with this. This is how I personally like to use it for my quads, is you kind of just see me doing this. I'm just gonna take long, you know, sweeping strokes here, going north-south, starting kind of outside by my IT band here, working in through this big old vastus lateralis, going into the rec fem, which is this big guy here, and then finally going into the vastus medialis, this interior part. And you may notice that, hey, different parts of your quads may be a little knotted, maybe a little bit stiff. And, you know, follow your knee. If you're someone who feels a little knee pain outside here, or that little like, you know, pulling that we sometimes get, spend a little bit more time outside around this. If you're someone who has that little pull on the inside of the knee, same thing, go here on the inside. I wanna limit the amount of time I spend with this. I can over roll or over massage anything. And if you've had a really deep, hard sports massage, you're like sore afterwards, right? So try to limit yourself to, you know, 2-ish minutes per muscle group before moving on. And I wouldn't do this more than say 2 to 3 days a week per muscle group. You wanna give yourself a little time and space in between. I also wouldn't double up with foam rolling. So this would be your foam rolling session, or you do this. I wouldn't do both at the same time. Now with my calves, I purposely like to sit in this half pigeon position because I can get into my posterior tibialis. I can get into this aspect of my gastroc and then even my soleus and just a little around the edges of my Achilles, which is kind of nice. I like to flex and point my toe a little bit here, working my way through, finding those areas that are tight or stiff, spending a little bit of time on them. And then finally what I'm gonna do with my calf is I like to rotate around this way. And then here what I can do in my lower leg is I can get this anterior tibialis, this important muscle that opposes our calves, helps us point and flex our toe, helps us stabilize every time we run. If anyone's dealt with any type of shin splint-like symptoms, you're gonna feel this here. And then I can work into these different aspects of my calf back here, which is kind of nice. And then finally, that last big muscle group that I think is essential for runners, our glutes. Remember, these guys not only power us up a hill, but they really help us stabilize and prevent us from collapsing. You may lose me a little bit, but you're just gonna see here, working my way through again, upper part of the hips into my TFL, my glute medius up here, and then again, working my way through just that major part of the glute. Again, couple minutes per side, and then call it a day with my session. Of course, you can play with other body parts here. I could go forearms here. I could go bicep, tricep. I could go into my low back as well. Ooh, Listen to my voice when I do this, huh? There you go, some good guidance with how to use that percussion gun, that massage gun, so great. You can check them out at fleetfeet.com or in your store. Let me know how you're using your massage gun down in the comments below. We're gonna keep filming more videos, guys, here, and I will see you in the next one.